I'd very much like to know if we can register this at our landing pad and it costs less. Or nothing. Ship still isn't on there. Ship. Why, game? Why? I am very overloaded. What's my current mission? Which is the one that Diego asked me about? That one. Right, okay. So do that. That's why I brought Sab. How overloaded am I? We're fairly overloaded again. Modify ship. Is this ship registered to me? So I can register it. It's gonna cost... Right, so suddenly its value has plummeted. And it's gonna cost me almost 40,000 to register. Which is gonna leave me 200,000 to modify it. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to quick save, because I might not want to do this. So that's registered. Shipbuilder. Upgrade ship. No. I want to change the ship name. How do I change the ship name? Edit? No. Is it under flight check? No. Rename ship, there we go. So, let's call this the Tempest for now. No. No, right, let's try and make something fun. To Argo. Let's go with the mythos that I adore so much. It's gonna be called the Argo. Right? So Argo. First of all, we need to strip out all of the stuff, like the cowlings and things. This is all Nova, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Oh, there's a captain's quarters there as well. Strip out. What's that? That's a bracer. I like how they've used... I like these engines. They are Class C. They're quite slow. We can get them back. Let's get rid of them for now. Saliton. Grav fuel. So you had 2 big tanks. Okay, fair enough. And then you had more. So you had a lot of tanks. The grav drive is, I think, good. The reactor's terrible. Starship Design 3. Do we not have Starship Design 3? I know how we can get Starship Design 3. Right, exit this. Cancel modification. Right, so we need to add 3 more parts onto this. Shipbuilder. So, if we just be a little bit cheeky. One. Two. 3. Did that work? No, it's unique bits. Right, okay. That's fine. I need to do 2 more unique bits. Shipbuilder. Unique bits. Structural. Let's chuck a bracer on there. And let's chuck... I don't know. Let's chuck one of them cowlings there. Okay, 900 credits. Fair enough. Let's confirm that. There we go. So let's put our skill point into that. Absolutely. So now we can play around with this stuff. We only need to do 30 unique ship modules. So if we can do that in this one build, we will unlock that for our next. Pulling me well away from science that we were focusing on. But, right, so here we go. Let's now... We have 200,000 credits to burn for our modified Argo. I thought we changed the name. Maybe I cancelled it. Well, this is going to be the Argo, right? We just need to figure out how we're going to build it, what we want it to do. I'm thinking a kind of, maybe not specifically with everything in that place, but the kind of silhouette of a Naboo N1 fighter or a next generation Klingon fighter. Something with like wings that looks very predatory, you know, an aggressive flyer. Maybe not quite as big and chunky as our original Frontier design is, or our current Frontier design is. But obviously we need power, we need weapons, bit of cargo, because you know what I'm like with cargo. We probably don't need a billion workbenches and things. We do need crew compartments. We do need passenger compartments because the sleeping arrangement is hilarious with how we currently have our ship. But this is going to be a full redesign of this liberated Crimson Fleet captain ship. And with how little I know about ship design and what we can do, this is an Idiot Builds a Ship Part 4. Alright, so I think how we're going to do this, we're going to pull the bits that I like, and we're going to strip out the rest. But we're almost going to have this ship that's slowly going to, like, disappear. And we'll have the beginning of another ship over here. And it'll slowly morph into one, is what I'm thinking. So obviously, the main thing, the biggest thing that we need to sort out is reactor. And I'm not fitting these in a specific way right now. I just want to slowly get the bits together. So, I want a good reactor. $27 is the best that we're going to get. This can be edited. If it's that size, it can be edited at a later date. Gives us 27. It's not the end of the world. Okay. So that's the reactor that we're going to have. Next thing that we need is a different docker. Because obviously I'm going to have my favorite docker. We're going to have that. I'm going to flip it. Because, like the predatory bird, we're going to come down from above, latch on, and be in complete control. So dockers, that's done. Engines will come back to, fuel will come back to. Landing gear, I'm tempted to go with something like this. One of those two. But we're going to play around. Grav drive. Obviously we need a good grav drive. I can't remember what we have on our Frontier. So that has less power, but it has a lot more thrust. And health. Let's go with that. It's a Class B. Is there a Class A that's good? Right, so that is a Class A, 95 health, max power 9, but grav jump thrust is 27. No, but that's 36. Max power 10, so it's less power than that, but it has more health, has better thrust. It is heavier, but to be fair, I'm not worried. So that's our grav drive. So what I'm going to do while we're here, you see it's that 1127. Well, I prefer the other one now, and it's smaller, so we'll delete that. Where was the docker? What did we dock with it? That can go. These random bits we just added to get our skill, didn't we? That's the docker. So that can go. And is that shielded cargo? No, but I want to find the shielded cargo. Where is the reactor? This is all Nova stuff, yeah, cool. We haven't looked at shields yet, but we need to change that out. I don't know. I definitely want to keep this bridge. I love the view out of that bridge. 6 crew stations, very nice. So we're going to keep that. That can go there. Reactor? That's the reactor. Right, so the reactor is gone. So we've got rid of those bits. We're keeping that bridge. We're obviously going to redesign the colour and everything. Do we strip off all the weapons? That has connectors on every side. The thing that makes these ships look cool and interesting, it's a TOD. If I take that, I can flip it, but I liked that with the ship sort of coming round it. Very Millennium Falcon-esque, actually, isn't it? Maybe we keep that. Maybe we keep that. Depends which thrusters we go with. These are TIO thrusters, aren't they? Yeah, they're pretty nice. So this is a cross between TIO and Nova. Okay. Right, I tell you what. Let's get rid of all this. Because it isn't needed. There's a lot of structural stuff that we'll look at down the line potentially. But there's a lot of stuff that we don't need, and then because I've got an idea in mind, this had a shielded cargo somewhere that I may have got rid of. But that isn't the end of the world because it'll still be in fact it's there. We're keeping that. Because I don't know where we get shielded cargo from yet. I haven't found any. We can get these engines back, so I'm not worried. Right, okay. So what we need to do is start with our HABs. I do love the idea of running from landing bay. TIO is the top. Top and bottom one, isn't it? Yeah, so if we had a TIO all in one bottom, TIO 2x1 bottom A, so B connects on the sides, A doesn't. Yeah, I think it's that one I want, but we want an armory. So we go from our landing bay into the armory, as I always like to do. Companionway. Companionway bottom. Right, and this is going to allow us to then build out. So I still want a similar way. Bottom B. So we have an armory. So let's have an infirmary, and let's have a workshop. Maybe too far back, so let's do that. So they link in, right? And they link in quite nicely. So that is the same setup design as we currently have. Okay. And then off there, mid. Probably crew quarters. What are the 2x? Do they not do a 2x? Or can we not? We can get 2x. So 2x3. I don't really want a mess hall. I think the mess hall's kind of wasted. Stroud is all about being the greatest, isn't it? So what if we had Stroud Eklund Captain's Quarters? For me, obviously. And is there a Stroud 2x... Stroud 2x1? I wanted a 3x1. There isn't, it's an all-in-one. I don't want an all-in-one. Living quarters would give me 2 passenger slots, so I would need more of them. Nova Galactic. That only gives me 3 though. Because I want everybody to be in relative comfort. What if we had... What have you got in the 2x? 2x mid. Living quarters. Yep. How do I want this to look visually? So I was wanting like wings and things, right? So what if I don't know why that's -1. What if we had a companionway off here I kind of want everything on as much of one level as possible. So we could have a companionway there that goes to that living quarters. We could probably do a bottom. It'd have to be that. Wouldn't it? And then that, and then living quarters there. This is quite wide. So, you would come in through the armory into the companionway, and then you can go infirmary, which leads you to living quarters, or you could go workshop, which would lead you to captain's quarters, which is obviously a higher tier. Let's throw a companionway on there as well. does that. I don't like that. But I'm not against that. Or am I? I might be. That's an unnecessary overhang. So that would take us up. Companionway. Mid. Then a companionway top. So you would go armory, companionway, branches off this way. Then, what if we had do we need engineering? Why does that say max crew 3? That's 2 passengers. That's 6 crew. I need more passenger space, don't I? Is there a small mess hall somewhere? Do I want a science lab? That's a question. What I don't want is all the connectors. I don't want ladders everywhere, this is my problem. This is why I think I like the TIO stuff. But TIO don't do 2x2 in this selection. I could have... I mean, there's nothing stopping me having another living quarters. Or we could have a look at the Demos stuff. Here's an idea. Get rid of them. Pop you there. So we go companionway, companionway. It's still gonna be wide. But I don't know how else to do this. Right? It's a shame you can't get hubs that run vertical. No, run horizontal. I don't know, that way. Shame you can't get a 3 companionway that goes that way. But that's fine because they just run in together. So you'd go from there through to the workshop, and then you've got your captain's quarters, infirmary, to your living quarters. Demos. So we don't have a load of the options here. I think a Demos computer core could be fun. What was that one? That was a living quarters. That can go. So... see, they connect. And I don't want them to connect. But they now don't need to be mid. No, do they? They might need to be mid because we're going to put stuff on the sides, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Right, okay. So what if we had computer core... there. And that would be how you get to the bridge. I need a companionway. Probably a mid. Oh, yeah. Companionway, mid, 1 by 1. Yep. And then a companionway top. So, as this stands, what if we pulled you back there? Structural. Does that fit there? We don't have mid bracer, so I'm looking for a mid bracer. I probably it needs to be a hab, doesn't it? But it's not going to go anywhere. Oh, I like that. I do kind of like that. Cowling. Let's chuck one of them in there. Oh, or, get rid of that. Get rid of that. What if we had a 3x? I'm trying to maximize space as well as the design here. So what if we did, would it be mid or would it be top? It would probably be mid, so I can put stuff on the sides of it. But you only give me engineering. Although a top would work as well. It doesn't look very top. That would work. Potentially. It gives us a crew station. Or we could go with something like a Stroud, which would give us more passenger slots. How many passengers? Because crew station, we have a lot of crew on the bridge. Right, we have 6 crew stations there. That's more than enough for what I'm thinking. So we could do... That's 2 crew stations. Captain's quarters will give me a bed. Does that fit the cowling? It doesn't, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay, so that like that. Because I can put cargo in these gaps at the back. What does it mean, max crew 3? Surely that's not right. Do I need a companionway there? Living quarters. Infirmary. Companionway leading to it. So that gives me 4 crew quarters. That gives me 6 crew stations, so that should be enough. That is a straight up all-in-one, so you would go... Hopefully, another thing I'd love is if you can select, like if you can manually close off certain things. Because I don't want ladders running through all of this. That's what I don't want. I just want ladders at the back. So the ladder runs all the way up the spine of the ship there. That's what I want. Workshop, definitely want a workshop. Do I need to put another living quarters in? Because we can. The reactor can go there. The dock. I want... Let's have the dock there, but then if somebody docks and boards us, they can go straight up to the... But I like the idea of going through the armory to get everywhere. So that can go there. That's the docker. Now let's look at braces. Oh, gear, sorry. So, what I was thinking was... We have that at the back. Oh, they look fun. They look kind of cool. That can go there. That could go there. Then that could go there. That should be enough braces. And then we can fill in that with stuff, right? With structural stuff. Right. So let's put the grav drive. That is maybe a bit too far out. Can I duplicate that? Oh, apparently I can. Oh, we have 3 on those sats. Tell you what. What if that went there? And that went there. We got rid of that. So our cargo is 360 in that bit. 190 times 2 shielded. What other options have we got? Because we should have new options. One of those would give us loads of cargo. I kind of like that. You see, I see that. I see that sort of there. Or maybe even there. Depends what we do with the top of that. I don't see it there. So that's a potential. That would give us a massive chunk of cargo. Massive. How do I feel about this? That is just a 3x1 all in one. Three by one. They're all engineering bays. And then structural. There's a lot of structural stuff. There's got to be something that fits. Or that's meant to fill that gap. It's missing weapons. I don't like that nose cap. Although that... That too much? Wouldn't go... Apparently it does go there. And we could have a gun or something on there, or we could not, you know, options. That does not work. How would they sit? Ooh, it doesn't really. Would we be better looking at the Nova stuff? Because the Nova stuff has nice... I mean, I say it has nice. Not necessarily seeing it. No. It just doesn't work. I'd love to run that down the spine, but it doesn't fit. That Stroud thing fit. Doesn't work. It's this. The braking engine just doesn't work. What does a Stroud braking engine look like? I don't like it. Maybe we don't do a braking engine. You see, now we're taking shape. Now we're starting to take shape. So that's Stroud stuff. And I think we can put weapons on the inside of there. So does that work? That doesn't work for me. But we could bump you down there and bump you up. No, we couldn't. I kind of like those on the back. What other gear have we got? I mean, these were my original thought. Was having those underneath. So that would then need to drop. That would be okay, but that makes it far too wide. That doesn't connect to anything, does it? What if we select all those bits? Oh, well, we need to move that. Is that too long? Let's move you out the way. Let's move you out the way. So workshop. This is how we're going to have to do it, isn't it? Workshop, 2 by bottom. Workshop, and then we drop you. So you go there. Do you have a captain's quarters? You do. Alright, so let's, just to make this easy, let's do that. Oh, but then I can't put stuff on the... Maybe we could by doing that, and then of both of you over there for a second. So you are living quarters and infirmary. So living quarters and an infirmary. There's no infirmary. There is an infirmary. Oh, infirmary, then living quarters. Is this too big? How do I feel about that? Oh, there's mid ones. How do I feel about that? What was that one? That was an all-in-one. Let's get the bridge out of here for a minute. So So you would be there. You are the grav drive, so you could slot in behind that. So these companionways all connect to each other. And you would have to go through the armory, companionway, that way, that way. Right? And then what if we had another companionway that's a bottom? I want a mid. Or would it be a top? Oh, that's a storeroom. No, scrap that. Companionway. Companionway. Right, we'll come back to this bit because I want to do things here. Where's my other one? I want weapons there. Let's move you for a minute. What were the 3 buys? It was just engineering, wasn't it? That gives me the extra passenger slots. Again, in my head, that is still linking in through the companion bay, not through the workshop. So how am I going to get the... What happens, just hypothetically, if that goes, so the crew doesn't change when you do that? So that, what if? What if my brain is just kind of working its way through certain ways and things and stuff that we can do? I'm starting to think this isn't going to work. I mean, that could go there. With that there. I would rather have that. Do I want it in the middle? What filler have we got to run down that structural bit? Stroud. Nothing. We have that. That wouldn't. That wouldn't. No, not really. I want a piece like that, but that fits in with that, that comes out into a square for that. I know that's very specific and probably doesn't make sense with the way I'm describing it, but... it might be that, you know. And then that would go there. That doesn't work. Just that work? Right, shield we can fix pretty easily. We don't really have any good shields here. Ship design 4. That's the one I want. I think that's the one I want. No, that's the one I want. Ship design 4. What shield did it have? That one. Yeah, I'd rather not have. I'd rather have a B. We'll go with that for now. We're going to need to go to Deimos or another shipyard to find a better shield. They're companionways, right? We have companionways branching off there. So theoretically that connects to that companionway. We don't need these companionways. So that can go there. What's that? That's landing gear. Why are you red? Are you too low? Too many landing gear? No, okay, so that seems fine. If a little odd, but it seems fine. Doesn't really flow with what I was wanting to do. Although, Captain's quarters could be Stroud. What does A and B mean? It's all well and good telling me that there's different variants of things, but I can't see what the different variants are. So that would work, and we can attach things to it if we want. And then... crew... no, living quarters, isn't it? That works. That works, sort of. Yeah, no, that works. Right, so... let's have that. Let's have that. Doesn't really have the fighter feel that I was wanting. Right. So what if we did that? That can go there. Reactor there. Would you allow that? No. You wouldn't, and rightly so. It looks terrible. What's under there? So we could have... could have a 3 there. This looks very Stroud Ecklandy, doesn't it? I think that that's allowed. I mean, it's let me do it. That could go there. Right, so what errors have we got? We're missing fuel tanks. And we're missing engines. So let's sort out fuel. I don't hate that. There is some massive fuel tanks in here though, isn't there? $400. That's a lot of fuel. Let's look at engines. We could put some of them on. That's much better. Let's have one of them. Then let's look at some A's. Well, they're B's. Why is that a problem? Oh, because that's a big round thing. Okay, how would we design that? We do have engine struts though, right? That would fit in with the reactor and how the reactor works. Like that. So we could do that. And then we get rid of that. These are just better. I don't like that at all. That'd be nice. That'd be very nice. What's your error? Unattached modules. It's got really poor mobility. Where does mobility come from? No, that's interesting. That doesn't get in the way of anything else either. Weapons will come to. Don't worry about weapons. That's really poor mobility. So the more engines we add, the more mobility we get. Which makes sense. So, I need something to fill in. I don't really want braces. I don't like the look of them. Although they work. That just works. To have another engine or another set of engines. What we could potentially do, where were they? Right, so we have too many engines. Mobility is 88. Which isn't really good enough for me, if I'm honest. I want high speed, high mobility. Oh, the wings. There was wings, wasn't there? What if we had wings? Flip that. Put that there. What does that do? Excessive engine use. I don't think it is. Why is that excessive? But that isn't. Oh, it is. So what if? What if? What if? So what I want, I mean, engines is a tough one because I want good engines. Obviously you want good engine. But I probably want lots of little power engines. Their thrust isn't bad. And then some big engines. Right. So that is 20,000, 3,000. That's 14,2. Doesn't really help mobility though, does it? Apparently we've got too few landing gears. Oh, that's because the engines are too high. Yeah, well, we can figure that out. That's not a problem. And then what if we had... could only do one more engine. Then the grav drive could go there. Right, okay, hold on. Because we're now in a situation of my own making where I kind of don't know what I'm doing. Mobility 94 is going to have to do. Engines we need to mess around with because I'm not overly happy with this. What if you can't attach on there? So again, this is a problem of my own. You can attach on there though. How much thrust would these give? Because I can do... Well, apparently they can attach on the sides. Interesting. Structural, engine... Where were they? There was some nice looking ones. Right, well we'll probably have an engine bracer between the two of them. Don't like the spines. I want a ship to look... That's too long. It was a Nova, wasn't it? Nova engine strut. No. No. You see, that doesn't work for me. The engine needs to be higher. So, what if we added another 2 hubs? They would be 2 buys. They wouldn't link in. Oh, wrong thing. What's that? That's a control station, that's a computer core. It's not going to go anywhere, so what if we just did this? Because that doesn't work. But that does, I think. I think I'm okay with that. I think we can refine it. Too many engines, too few landing gear. I am not happy with any of this. I am really not happy with any of this. I want to modify that. Make that the home ship again. Shipbuilder. Cargo. Out of interest, you sell shielded cargo. You sell good shielded cargo. Interesting. What if I just do that? And then we have some shielded cargo on this ship. I'm just idiot. Builds a ship is exactly right. Because I can't get anything to work. I'm not happy with any of this. And I'm now not happy with this, despite having, I like a lot of this. This is the ship that I should have been redesigning. This is the I shouldn't have been messing around with the other one. I shouldn't have been wasting money. I shouldn't have. I should have just blown it up. This is what I want to redesign. So we've just spent the last God knows how long getting nowhere. Confirm. I feel defeated now.